This is an Ian Beckles Flava in Your Ear quick fix on Radio Influence.
It's so amazing when you watch these documentaries on O.J. Simpson and the trial, because I lived through it, and as you live through it, you don't really see all the different details that were going on at the time. And when they break it down scientifically and they go through the different stages, it is amazing what happened in that trial. And I don't think I ever really understood the verdict until I watched this 8-hour special. And then it completely made sense. I mean, 100% made sense to me. You grow up in the hood, there's not many white people there. So, he was embraced by black people. Ended up going to USC, was a star there, turned things around, won the Heisman, beat some of the great teams. And then all of a sudden he was embraced by the white people. Okay? And he really almost alienated himself from black people. Then when all the shenanigans and tomfoolery went on with him and the alleged murder of Nicole and Ron Goldman, all of a sudden he was black again. And the black people were embracing him. After watching this 8-hour special, it finally made sense to me why this whole thing came about. One of the jurors summed it up perfectly, okay? There was an old black lady. She was probably 70 years old, okay? And they interviewed her after the verdict, which was he was innocent or not guilty. He surely wasn't innocent, but he was not guilty of the murder of Nicole and Ron Goldman. When they interviewed this juror, so the 70-year-old black woman, they asked her point blank, is the O.J. verdict payback for the Rodney King verdict? And she looked in the camera, and it took no more than 1 second, and she said, yes. And I was like, dang, that's kind of crazy. But then they go back and they rewind the whole thing, and they show the way things were going and the progression of it, and going through the Rodney King verdict. And when you go back to the Rodney King verdict, and you see the way it happened, I completely understand the O.J. verdict.
You can find Ian Beckles' Flava in Your Ear on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, and RadioInfluence.com.